We're going live.
And
now we're live.
Hey, what's up, YouTube?
Chucho.
Welcome to YouTubers.
What's up, Chucho?
What?
Nothing.
We don't know.
Can you share?
What do you want me to share?
Can you share us?
Yes.
I forgot about that.
You
So
know why?
we're live here on YouTube.
Sharing is caring.
The season finale brought to you by cinesportstalk.com. Got Rodriguez here to my right.
Hello.
I am Steve.
I'm sharing Keith.
Timmy.
He's a sharer.
Timmy's on the line.
How do you spell
Teeny
teeny?
Timmy.
Let Timmy say
What's
hi.
up, fellas? What's going on?
Actually, Timmy's right here behind me. Keith is
Over your shoulder.
Keith is doing his shit.
Tim, how you doing?
Same old crap, man. Waiting for the Super Bowl.
Can you?
I'm interviewing you. I'm interviewing your picture.
Underneath.
No, I want to.
Stop it. There we go.
Is it bothering you?
It did bother me, but now.
Oh, then I'm gonna do it all the show.
No. I don't mind that what you did, but I
They're
just
all
want you to knock
entangled in
everything
their
over.
little web of lies.
He's entangled. There's an entanglement. going on.
Liars. No.
All right. As promised, our season finale. This is episode number 15 of the year. Last one. We will.
That's it.
We will do a draft special, I believe,
Are we?
is what we said that we would do.
A little bit.
Okay.
A little something.
Maybe not. We'll do a little draft special.
We need to get our blood pressures up.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Get all upset again.
For sure. For sure.
No.
So we'll talk about a little bit about the dumpster fire that was the Giants season this year, and then we'll get into Super Bowl 53. We'll get into our picks. We'll get into a little bit of Saquon. We'll talk a little bit about
Saquon.
the Pro Bowl that nobody cares about.
No one cares about it, honestly. No one even mentioned it at work.
But
It's
before
ridiculous.
we you okay?
I'm great.
You good?
Super.
Before we do all that, let's get to recording over on Spreaker. So we're gonna do this all over again.
All right. Sounds good.
That was our YouTube
Soft opening.
preview.
A soft opening.
Soft open.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it.
All right, let's get to it, people. Here we go.
Bum.
I'm like, ooh. I say, ooh. I say, ooh. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I said I was born ready. I said I was born ready. Young team living good. Yeah, I don't know. I've been ready. Born ready. Yeah. I said I was born ready. Young team living good. Yeah, I don't know. I stay steady. Born ready. I said I was born ready. I said I was born ready, yeah. I said I was born ready, yeah. Listen, tell me how it's gonna be. Tell me how it's gonna go. A lot of money coming when I'm up and on road. She want the high key, but I keep her on the low. Remember, I was working, I was going door to door. Now I'm going state to state.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the We Stomped You Out show here. Brought to you by Cine Sports Talk. I am Steve. Got Rodriguez over here on my right.
Welcome.
Nice and close.
Yep.
Keith over here on my
Sexy
left.
close.
Yo.
Timmy on the line.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
And that was just a sample. I found some video, some hype video for Super Bowl 53.
Yeah.
And
That's
that was
pretty
it.
nice. That's
It was
pretty nice.
good.
I like
It was
that.
Pretty good.
I like that.
LaDonna has joined us from 27 Ounce
LaDonna.
Baseball. We do what we want on this show, LaDonna. So no restrictions.
Uh-oh.
So you can follow us on Facebook at Cinesports
Be
Talk,
careful.
the Facebook group.
LaDonna's our queen.
Cinesportstalk.com is the fan page. On Instagram at Cinesports Talk, Snapchat, Twitter,
Pony
YouTube,
Express.
your sister's ass.
Boom.
Mic bump. I don't know.
No.
Nice and
No.
easy.
No.
I don't know why LaDonna's saying poor Keith. First of all, it's never poor Keith. Keith is always the one tormenting everybody. It's
Pretty
never
much,
poor
LaDonna.
Keith.
If you
What are
haven't
doing?
seen the
True.
show,
What are you doing?
once an episode, he just farted.
LaDonna, thank you for seeing the truth. I'm stuck with these two menaces over here, and I'm just a
Menaces.
I'm just a helpless poor little
Oh,
boy.
she saw your confused look on your face, and she thought you were really confused.
It usually
It's
is.
usually what it is. All right, so we got on a couple minutes late, but we're going to be going to. Oh, look at that! Yeah, we're going to be little birdie flying around in the studio today. We will still go to right about 7:30 because we've got another show kind of coming up tonight. We're doing 2 shows. You get 2 of us.
6 times, baby.
Yep. Well,
All night. What?
you get 7 because
Get a free one.
Timmy.
Oh.
Timmy.
Oh,
does-
Timmy.
Yeah.
Timmy brings up the rear.
Timmy, although we love Timmy, he's a Skanky fan, so he doesn't join us for
For
both
round
seasons.
2, right?
I add my 2 cents every now and then.
He certainly
I don't
does.
think Timmy's
And
bringing up
it is
the
welcome.
rear because he's on this show. So Timmy's really just a lucky Pierre between the 2 shows.
Yeah. Like what you just did there.
Like that, right?
I do. I like everything that you do.
Oh, God.
And
I enjoy the other show, though. I'm allowed to.
Of
Yes,
course.
you are.
Timmy's the man. What can you say? It's the only skanky we like. At least I do.
We like you, Timmy.
We like it,
Yeah, you're a good guy.
sweetie.
All right, so let's jump right in. We've talked about this ad nauseum throughout this season. It was another rough one for us.
Yeah.
27th. All
Very
you
bad.
really have to say is the 27th ranked offensive line.
Pretty bad, huh?
It's a rough O line.
Not that bad.
No, not at all.
Not the 30th.
It makes something that we're going to talk about a little bit later on in the show a little bit more impressive. But then you think about how we scored the most amount of points in the division, but we also gave up the most amount of points. So we got a lot of work to do in the offseason. Numero uno has got to be the offensive line. And as we talk about that, I will let Timmy fill you in on who we all want the Giants to choose in at number 6.
I'm going to be against it.
You're going to be against it.
I
Okay.
guarantee it.
Offensive tackle from Alabama, Jonah Williams, without a doubt. He can completely revamp the line by himself. He can do a Quentin Nelson style job to our offensive line, and that's who I want. I won't accept anybody else. I'm sorry.
Nor should you, Timmy. Nor should you.
Rodriguez has a look on his face that he wants to disagree just for the sake of disagreeing,
No,
but he really thinks that's a great idea.
I'm going to say it just like this.
Okay.
It's a great pick,
Yes.
but I could also go with a defensive end or defensive lineman, somebody who can rush the passer. Isn't that guy Oliver or something like that, the number 1 guy on the line, defensive line, super fast guy, and then another guy who's got a brother in the NFL, Noga or something like that.
Bosa.
Yeah, that kid's supposed to be a great pass rusher, like the guy over at Green Bay. I listen. It's a great choice. I think either way, but we have to make some kind of impression on either sides of the line. We need somebody to put pressure on that quarterback so he doesn't have to can stand back there all day and pick us apart. Our defense will be so much better too.
I totally disagree.
I could go with offense. That's okay. I expect you to. It wouldn't be any fun.
What do you disagree with, Keith?
None of it. I just want
None
to
of
break
it.
it off.
Poor us, LaDonna, huh? Poor us.
All right. Well, look, I would absolutely be okay on either side because neither side really worked this year. But
Trade up and get another guy. Trade up and get another top 10 guy, man. I don't care what you do. Pay off somebody. Get some guys on that defensive and offensive line.
Now that would be interesting because the Giants typically do not trade draft picks.
No.
It hasn't been their style ever. But you know, it's a new regime.
But why
It's not
not?
their forte.
Oh.
It's just not something they do. But you know, I think that with a new regime, you know, you never know. Who knows what
They're
Gettleman's
saying
going to
that
do?
this is a great draft for offensive and defensive linemen. And that's where we're lacking. Big time.
Well, the top 16 picks was one offensive player, and that's Jonah Williams. Everyone else is defense. This is a defensive draft, at least in the first round anyway.
yeah.
So then we should get a defensive lineman. My point.
Well,
You know what? I'll take either one also, but I don't want. I'm not for the quarterback anymore. I don't want the quarterback. I want offensive,
No, yeah,
offensive line,
you're right.
defensive line.
as much as we spoke about quarterback in the first round, I'm not sure any of us were actually really sold on that
Herbert?
idea. And
Herbert the
there's
pervert?
just no sexy names out there.
No.
So
No,
this
it's not a sexy name at all.
is not the draft for that. So time and a place, Giants. Time and a place. So
Next year.
yeah, or sign somebody, or
Well, what about
We'll
the
see.
Dolphin quarterback? What if they sign him? How would you feel about that? Is he better than Eli?
Keith would
At
be
this
really
stage?
really upset.
Would that make you happy, Keith?
No,
Would that make you really upset?
Tannehill.
Tannehill.
I like Tannehill. I think he's a good quarterback on the Dolphins. Don't want him. Yeah, he's a good quarterback on the
Don't
Dolphins.
come near
on the
our
49ers,
Giants.
on the Redskins. But remember, what was the Redskins' record at the end of the year? Where do they pick? Actually, do you guys know what their draft order where they pick? Because with Smith out, they may draft quarterback too and just release Smith.
Which is why they're saying that even if we want Haskins, we're not getting him either anymore.
Yeah, they're ahead of us, right? The
Yeah, they should be.
jackass Redskins. Yeah. So LaDonna, who I think she's still watching. She's a Cowboy fan. Tim, do you have anything you want to say to her?
No, because I'll be nice. She's a female. I won't do that.
She actually is awesome. She supports us on the 27 Out Baseball Network and the Put in the Book show.
She's great.
She's
great.
great, yeah.
But she's a Cards fan too.
The Redskins,
But she's a Cardinal Cowboy
come
fan.
on.
So for me to say she's great and she's a Cowboy and Cardinal fan,
Yeesh.
that's pretty special.
You're pretty great, LaDonna.
constant Beltron
What?
mentions.
Yeah, what is that about? Let it go, LaDonna.
But back to football. The Redskins actually
I
have
hate
the
him.
number 15 pick. They were
They must have traded down somewhere. They got 15.
well they were 7 and 9.
Oh, yeah,
Who's
they were
ahead of
7
us?
and 9. You're right.
Who's
yeah.
ahead of us?
But
Take
now,
somebody
now
from-
that Kyler Murray's coming out, now the Cardinals may pick him.
Yes.
And you got the Raiders, the Bucks, the Jags, all thinking about moving up to get Haskins. So it's going to be an interesting draft.
Yeah, and I think it's a mistake for any of those franchises to move up. I mean, unless you're desperate like a Jags with Bortles, but Cardinals pick.
You don't think the Giants should move up or try to get another pick in the top 20 at least?
Not trade up any further in the first round. I'm talking about the Jags might want to move up or whatnot. But
Okay.
number one is Arizona. The team in the best position, I think, from a quarterback standpoint, are the 49ers because you're getting Garoppolo back next year.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully,
And the Cardinals have Rosen.
They did, right?
1 year. They decided, we don't want him anymore. I mean, he's only played 1 year with no help.
No, he's their guy.
I don't know why they would even consider going quarterback, but they're talking about going Kyler Murray now.
That's interesting. Yeah, and Rosen has a lot of potential. He's a first-year guy. You're right. You got to give him a break.
Let him
First
go.
year with no help. He had no help on that
no,
team.
you're right.
I'll take him.
So if there's projected players that they really want and their players are off the board by number 5, I'd even be okay with the Giants trading that 5th pick for a lower round first round pick and a second and third round pick. So we get 2 picks in the second and third round. And you just bulk up on your offensive line if those beast players aren't there.
Yeah, which they haven't done since Eli. They're not really famous for that, but hey, I would take that too.
I would do it.
There'll be a good
2
defensive
for 1.
player in the 5th pick. There'll be a good defensive
6th.
player.
We picked 6.
6?
Guys.
We picked 6?
6? Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So you had
There'll be a good defensive player.
The last time the Cardinals had the number 1 pick was 1958. You get the Jets at number 3, Oakland at 4, Tampa at 5, and the Giants at 6, and Jacksonville is at 7, Lions at 8, Bills 9. How do the Bills have a better record than us? That really irritates me.
Yeah, but they lost to us, all right? So screw them.
And the Broncos round out the top 10. You got the Packers are in a good spot at even at 12. Because you got an Aaron Rodgers is there, but
there are so many holes on the team that when the season goes on, because I'm such a fan, we can do this, we can pull this off, we can play here. But now that it's draft time, and I start thinking where do we need to draft? I mean, obviously our number 1 issue is offensive line, to Timmy's point. But there are so many holes. We need defensive line help, big time. We potentially need a quarterback after next year. And those three spots, the two lines and a QB position, are big holes to fill. So now that it's draft time and I start analyzing the team from a more realistic standpoint, it worries me. What the hell is going to happen next year? Are we going to be any good? But I think to Timmy's point, if you build up that offensive line and you have even better blocking behind Saquon and you give Eli time, because mind you, Eli without the time this year was amazing. He was amazing.
With the time.
He had a very good year.
So
and you would never know it from listening to any member of the media anywhere across the country.
Yeah, well, that's just because Eli's a doof, but he plays and he performs and he's clutch.
How dare you call him?
He's a doof. Come on,
Eli,
bro.
man, a doof.
He's like
Eli is Nickelback. That's why I always say Eli is Nickelback.
Oh my God.
He's Screech with AC Slater talent.
Oh,
it's like Nickelback ain't that bad. Just one day someone decided to pick on them, and now everyone picks on him. That's
You're
the same way Eli is.
Yep, you're right about
he's
that.
an ex-porn star, huh? Screech. Terrible. Screech doing porn. That's funny.
Yeah, he's Screech with AC Slater talent.
AC Slater's on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I got to the
I haven't
second
gotten there
episode of
yet.
that one.
Yep. It's a brand new episode.
I've been watching Game of Thrones, but you'll hear more about that on the Put in the Books podcast.
Yeah, we will.
So-
yeah, we will. All right, let's go. Let's jump a little bit because I want to talk about rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year. So, I want you guys just to listen to this because there's
Listen
a
up.
lot of people out there, including Brian Hump sucks, that says it should definitely not be our guy. But take a listen to this. Among his peers at his position group, player A ranks third in yards and tied for fourth in total touchdowns.
Wow.
Among his peers at his position group, player B ranks 19th in yards and is tied for 15th in touchdowns. Yards and touchdowns, not everything when it comes to offensive rookie of the year, even though they form the basis of football. But player A's advantage of B is just, beyond just what I just said.
Substantial. It's very substantial. Let's just say.
Player A made history on a bad team. Player B is helping a historically awful, now competitive team win games. Player A is Saquon Barkley. Player B is Baker Mayfield. So, taking names out of the equation,
Just
because of
stats.
those stupid homers out there, like those
Homers.
Sheagle fans.
Brian Holmes sucks.
Brian Holmes sucks. It is clear. It is not. It is not. It's not even a close conversation.
It's a ridiculous conversation.
When you look at it from that, it's like a taste test at that point because you're doing A and B versus actual players. But taste test wise, numbers wise, not even close. What do you think, Keith?
My sigh is I'm a Giants fan. So immediately I'm like, screw Baker Mayfield. It's a bunch of idiot moron. But Baker Mayfield was awesome. And I give him a lot of credit. He stepped up and, he took the miserable Browns team, which they did revamp not only the quarterback position, but he took a miserable Browns team to what, 7 wins, 6 wins? What did they have? Anyway, he took them from 0 to something. And he did a good job. And he minimized his rookie mistakes and he learned from a lot of, see, that's the Screech run. He learned that right there. He's about to
1-31 in the last 2 seasons before this year.
Yeah, so I get the hype on Baker Mayfield, but removing my bias. Why you touching Farachi's knee? You guys don't see what's going on. Oh my God, what are you guys doing?
He always loves breaking the toys.
Removing my own bias, I still have to say that I think Saquon is hands down the winner because I think you have to play it by the position. Of course, the quarterback's going to have more. What are you going on about?
It's off-air stuff I was just discussing.
Yes, we were not on.
Why, you want to deny our fans?
No, if you must know, I hit myself in the mouth with my microphone.
Can you do it again? I want to see. I missed.
Close to the tooth.
So, of course, Baker Mayfield's going to have more potential to have scoring opportunities and stuff like that. But if you play by the impact on the position, Saquon Barkley by far has a bigger impact at his position than Baker did at his position.
He had more total yards from scrimmage. Shocky's making an appearance now. He had more total yards from scrimmage than Ezekiel Elliott did, and Zeke had the 9th best offensive line in front of him, and Saquon had the 27th best.
Right.
So
another point. I agree. I think Saquon is hands down. I understand the Baker Mayfield talk, but it's honorable mention, if you ask my opinion.
Timmy, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. And not just because I'm a Giants fan. It's because he said the numbers, the stats without the names proves it. There should be no question. A little lower, Keith. A little lower. You like up my nose. But yeah, no, I think hands down it should be Barkley. The 26th offensive line thing is the main stat right there. Look what he did with that line. Imagine what he did with the top 10 line. Forget it. He'd be breaking records.
Yeah, the Browns finished, to your point, Keith, 6-7-1.
Nice, Timmy.
Oh.
So creepy.
Yeah, so
Funny.
and a little bit further down the line on this article that I was looking at, it says, truth is Mayfield is garnering consideration because he's been a league average quarterback on a team that has not had a league average quarterback in forever.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean,
it's Cleveland.
He's an average. I mean, I know that he's a rookie, so he was ahead of 14 other guys when it comes to touchdowns or yards or whatnot. But still, it's league average. Saquon Barkley was elite. Eli. You can't spell elite without Eli. I totally screwed that up.
You recovered.
The point that
Eli, man.
There it is,
that
people.
was really well done.
Wow.
So
Enjoy.
3 of the last 5 Roys were running backs.
Roy.
The only one that won at the quarterback position with the last 5 years didn't even deserve it. It's Whack Prescott.
Wackadoo.
I don't think
Chief Wahoo McDaniel.
Prescott's good enough, but Prescott is like, I think Matt Ryan's better than Prescott. If you had a choice between Matt Ryan and Dak Prescott, who do you want?
Matthew Ryan.
Yeah, I mean,
but to your point, he's got the 9th best offensive line because they built it year after year, and he's got an elite running back.
Correct.
So mediocre that up, and Dak Prescott is a very, very mediocre quarterback.
I would say he's slightly above
and he's
average.
Stupid too.
He's not bad. He's not bad.
Well, when he won Rookie of the Year, they had the number 1 offensive line. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Because they had gone. How many years in a row did they go with their first pick, an offensive lineman? They stacked. They did it on
and
purpose.
he's sitting at home right now, isn't he?
He's sitting at home.
How wonderful.
And guess who's going to the Super Bowl this year?
Eli. Oh, no, sorry. Damn it.
Oh, Tony Romo.
Isn't he?
Tony Romo's going to the Super Bowl.
That's true. It's his first one. You think
His
he'll win?
first one.
How do you think he'll do? I think he's going to do great.
I think he'll do great.
Prognosticator of
Well.
prognosticators. He was guessing. He was calling out that defense left and right.
Calling all the plays.
Yep.
Offensive coordinator.
Or
Too
either
bad
that,
he couldn't do that while he was
or
playing.
he found
Those who
right.
can't teach.
Let me.
There
right.
you go,
Let
Tony
me tell you
Romo.
something. Why couldn't he do that when he was playing?
Yeah.
I just said.
But, okay. Now I'm gonna contradict myself because I don't think
Do it.
I don't think Romo was
Tell him
terrible.
off,
I don't
Keith.
think
Tell
Romo's
that
the
guy
reason. Romo.
Do you hate
But-
Tony Romo as an announcer, though? I love him.
No, I don't love him. I don't hate him as an announcer, but I don't love him because he's a cowboy. Sorry, Lodano. But I do
Oh,
think
sorry, LaDonna Cowboys.
I do think that he is not the reason why the Cowboys lost. I think the reason why they lost
Yes, it
is
is.
bad coaching and bad
reason.
coaching.
Fumbling a snap.
They had good teams. Their coaching was just bad.
In
One play should not lose you.
Well,
a game.
there's that against the Giants in 2007. He had a chance to win that game in the I think it was the divisional round. It was right before we beat the Packers, and he threw a pick in the end zone.
The only reason why they had a chance to win that game before he threw that pick was because of him.
Go Eli.
Think about that game.
What?
Is he sticking up for Tony Romo?
He is.
I am. No,
I'm just kidding.
Tony Romo. I can't
Wow.
stand it, but Tony Romo is the only reason why they did what they did. I mean,
Could there be? I could do a Chandler. Could there be any more difference between two guys who have left the Cowboys and gone on to become announcers than he and Jason Witten?
or Jason Witten.
Oh,
Did
jeez, it was
you hear what he did at the Pro Bowl?
giant moron.
Did you hear what he did at the Pro Bowl?
No.
No, what do he do?
Yes, it was hysterical.
so it doesn't even matter who it was, but it's a quarterback of it was Mahomes throwing to
Mahone.
the tight end for the Colts,
Ebron.
Eric Ebron. So Mahomes plays for the Chiefs. Ebron plays for the Colts, and he threw it to him. He says he's been his target all season. What?
Jason Witten said that?
Yes, and then he broke the Pro Bowl trophy at the ceremony.
A lot of hits to the head, man. It happens when you're a tight end, right?
Oh, it was
Yeah.
great. It's like
It's awesome.
polar opposites.
Any failure.
Romo's great. Witten is terrible. First of all, you got to take him off of Monday Night Football.
And Aikman is
Oh, yeah.
below average. Aikman is. I don't think.
Why would he have so many Cowboy announcers? What is the deal with that? Do it. You're better than me.
What is Shockey doing right there? He's diving into the pool drunk. Is that what he's doing?
No, he's diving past the pylon.
Oh, pylon.
What's the deal with the pylon?
What's up with that?
You guys knew.
What's up with that?
You guys are all from New York. You remember what pylon means? Pylon means you tackle somebody and everybody jumps on top of them.
Yeah, in the schoolyard.
It's schoolyard.
Yeah, what was that game that was it ladder or something like that where everybody would just like you'd have to like grab and then another guy would grab you by the waist and then somebody would come and try and run right all like jump and try to break the pile.
Oh yeah, we didn't play. We used to play kill the man with the ball.
Kill the man with
Whoever
the
had
ball.
the ball got a beat down,
Little violent.
and you had whoever has the ball has to run around. And everybody else. Remember that, Tim? Kill the man with the ball.
Oh, yeah.
What do you
That was
do to
always
him?
fun.
Beat
Punch
him
him?
down.
That was
Yeah, you
good
just
for-
keep
it was
hitting
good
him,
for
hitting him,
concussion
hitting him,
too.
And you took the beating not to get rid of the ball because it was like a men thing. You can't get this
Pretty
ball from me.
stupid man.
And you get like four people just beating the crap out of you, and you're like,
That
no,
makes
the
no
ball's
sense.
mine. And no, you could swing back. You didn't have to receive.
Oh, so
them
you're
either.
basically doing the purge. You just
Yeah.
preparing for the purge.
It was an okay reason for friends to punch each other.
Well, we had
Oh, nice.
in I think it was starting in late elementary school, and we had a computer teacher. His name was Mr. Margiotta.
Did you guys see who could type the fastest? Was that
No.
your battle?
But he came up with this game
Monkeys.
called M-Ball, and it was just one of the blue handballs, and you throw it against the wall, and somebody else has to catch it. If it hits them and they drop it, they got to run to the wall and tag it before you throw the ball up against the wall.
You didn't make that
Booty.
game up. I played that booty.
But
Tim,
No,
tell
oh,
him, Tim.
wait.
What a Millie.
Hold on.
Suicide.
Millie thinks he invented everything.
Me? Mr. Margiotta is older than you, so
He's a liar.
no, he made up N-ball,
Okay.
Margiotta ball, and then I guess you guys called it. What'd you call it, Tim? Booty ball,
Booty's
Booties
up.
or suicide, or it's all the same.
suicide. We
Go up
also
against
call
the
it
wall and you get
asses up.
Asses up.
But instead of we put a little spin on it. I don't know if you guys did it, but instead of making the person go to the wall and throwing it at him, as he was going there, we chucked it at him as hard as we could.
No, but you have a chance to miss then. More of a chance to miss.
Well, if you make it to the wall before getting hit, you're safe.
Yes.
It don't count as a X. 3 X's, you get booty
Yes.
shots. Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
screw that crap. You drop it, line up against the wall, buddy. Booty's up. It's coming in.
Or
And
if
it's
you catch it,
one-handed, too, don't forget.
Yes,
Well,
one-handed.
we used to play one-hand. You always can catch it with one hand.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
if you throw it and it hit that little, we had a little, I don't know, like a
Ledge.
and it popped up, and you caught it. Then the person who threw it had to run to the wall.
You even
You-
caught it on a pop fly.
Do you realize there's
Yeah,
a chip
basically.
on the edge of that glass right there?
Yes.
Did you give that to Rodriguez so he can cut himself?
No.
There's a chip on the glass? Are you trying to kill me?
Nice job, Rodriguez. I mean, nice job, Rodriguez.
No problem, Rodriguez.
You gonna be okay?
I think I'm bleeding now.
You know what else?
That's a Millie response.
Hmm?
I think I'm bleeding. Let me sue you.
Oh, I didn't think about suing, but thanks.
All right.
Wah.
So, did anybody watch the Pro Bowl?
No.
Oh, they did it already? No, my son was actually up there, but I did not watch it. I don't even know who
That's
won.
Timmy.
Tim, did
Who
you
won?
watch it?
No, I watched the skills competition. That's fun, but
Skills-
I didn't watch
yeah.
the Pro Bowl.
Skills competition's good, but Jason Garrett of LaDonna's Dallas Cowgirls was the coach of the NFC, and he got the best players in the NFC, and he got blown out 26-7.
Who won? Who won?
Yeah, Elliott and Barkley,
Yeah.
and he couldn't even
That's-
correct
Like
him.
this. This
That's
sounds
what
really funny.
happens when you hire a cowboy to do
Yeah,
a man's
that's
job.
Timmy's point. He had Zeke and Saquon.
You suck. Cowboys. You suck.
Sorry, I was taking a sip and nobody could
Cowboys.
fill
You suck.
that air.
I quit.
You suck.
I
What?
quit this podcast.
Oh no,
All right, I'll stay.
it's not a podcast.
Convince me.
All right,
Wow.
so let's
so
let's
I
do
quit
this.
the podcast.
Let's
then.
do this. Think about who's going to win this Super Bowl game. We got
The Raiders.
a rematch of. Keith keeps on giving me the bird in various
Forms.
forms. We got a rematch of Brady's first ever
Loss.
win.
Win. Poor
Super Bowl
Card.
win
Poor Rams.
against the Rams.
They were really good too.
Well, let's see if there's a new rule that's made for this game to help him win.
Deflate ball.
Tuck roll.
Deflate
It
ball.
would be the MAGA
Tuck
rule.
this, tuck
MAGA.
that. Go tuck yourself. Tuck roll.
MAGA rule. All right, so let's go through it.
I just saw him on TED too. It
Yeah,
That's
He's a
pretty funny.
back there too.
was funny though.
Yeah, it was funny.
His penis glue. Glows.
Glue.
Stands like glue. His penis glue.
All right,
Probably would have said that too, so I can't get mad at you.
I think the Patriots
Do we
are
lose
going to
to?
destroy them.
Oh, you broke out. What'd you say, bro?
I think the Patriots are going to absolutely destroy them.
let's you know what? Let's take it one further.
Wait, what did he say?
Let's do scores. He said the Patriots is going to destroy him.
Oh.
42-17.
Bro.
Wow. What's the spread on it?
The Patriots have never had a name defense, and yet good time they're in the freaking Super Bowl and the playoffs.
Belichick.
I don't understand. I don't understand how they keep doing it every year, but I mean, I think they can absolutely destroy the Rams. I hope I'm wrong. I pray I'm wrong.
No. Yeah.
You know, last
You make a
year,
good
not
point.
last year.
Isn't that his wife's team? Or is it the Bills?
No, the Bills.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Last year, I wanted I actually rooted for the Patriots to him because I wanted the Giants to still be the only team to beat him in the Super Bowl.
Right.
So now,
Selfish reasons.
now what? You only want the NFC East to beat him.
Why?
I don't know.
Let Tom Brady win. Who cares?
No, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm with you.
We're saying the same thing.
I'm saying
Keith.
I'm going with Tim.
You're going with Tim. What do you got the score at?
I think Belichick is the greatest defensive coach I've ever seen. He's gonna find ways to make this kid puke. I mean, he's gonna hurt him.
And the rest of us puke too.
I'm gonna say I think Brady will run it up just to let people know that he's the best. I'll even go to 45. I'll go higher than that, 45, and then maybe in a kindness 20, maybe.
Going last.
I'm
What do you
sorry,
want me to do?
Max. My
What do you want
cousin.
me to do?
Sorry, Max.
Okay. No, that's
Hope
fine.
you
I'll
win,
go.
but That's what I think.
I think it's going to be 34-24 Patriots. I think 24 because I think there's going to be some garbage time points. I think,
Yeah, that's why I gave him
Yeah.
20.
I think that by the fourth quarter, it's probably going to be something like 34-10. And they'll score a couple of touchdowns. So I think the Patriots are going to kill them. I don't, I wasn't big on the Patriots. I thought the Chiefs were going to do it, but after seeing that first game that the Patriots played, I saw
Brady,
a look
man.
in their eyes, and they were just, it's just.
Jesus Christ. Tom
I don't
Brady.
think Goff.
Shiny penis.
Now the Rams are an amazing team. They're great. Okay. But I don't think Goff has what it takes. Don't think so.
Do you think Belichick isn't gonna whip up some kind of and listen to what he says?
What?
You hear that, Peppy? You better give me a 4-4.
Has Keith ever given us a reason not to believe or trust what he says?
Every week. A double whammy.
No.
Mic on.
Yeah.
Middle finger stays. I didn't do the middle finger though. That was
No, you just told on yourself.
I too shall go with the Patriots,
Oh,
but
look at you.
I'm giving the Rams a little bit more
Credit.
offensive credit,
Don't do it.
and I am going with a 38-31 Patriots victory. I think Goff might not have it, but I think Goff will have a decent game. But you got Gurley.
A little midget guy.
Now you got kind of a two-headed monster
Little
now.
midget guy.
And yeah, guy used to play for the Broncos.
Gurley man.
And Gurley, who's just absurd. He's an absurd.
Can they stop Tom Brady?